Hi, welcome to another episode of the Hong Kong Sports Science YouTube channel. And today we're going to be talking about one of the most important friends for a runner.
Yeah.
You know, and this is a free massage. I know every single one of you at home, most of you, should have one of them at home. It sits in the corner, you walk past it and you go, yeah, I'll probably use it tonight, yeah, I'll probably use it tomorrow. That never happens. Then you get injured. Then you go to your physio, paying a lot of money to try and fix you. A lot of those things can be fixed before they actually are broken.
Yep.
By using this.
So the reason why I like foam rolling, in addition to stretching, is foam rolling you can be very targeted. So calves, for example, you don't always get a great stretch with the calves, so foam rolling can really speed that process up of loosening them up. ITBs, very hard to stretch. I mean, you can stretch them, but this is actually quite effective for that. And glutes, I think, would be the other one.
I think glutes is a really big thing of it, and it's really easy. You know, the way I do it is I would have a documentary at home, and I'll just roll on this for about 15-20 minutes. Yeah, I'll put a nice documentary. I like to educate myself, and I'll just keep rolling.
He's a good runner, and he's smart.
And I'll do this for about 15 minutes every night, and you know that puts a massive kind of dig into my recovery. That does a lot for my recovery.
Should you demonstrate?
So we'll show you today that I think that the three most important foam rolling exercises for runners. So you know, obviously we're all busy with work, family and stuff like that. We don't have too much time. So you have 5 minutes, you get those three exercises done, they'll be the most beneficial. So you start by sitting on it pretty much. We're actually gonna work on our glutes. So I'm gonna bring my foot straight up into here. And I'm going to actually roll a little bit onto the side. And that way I can really get a targeted glute massage into here.
Well, I would say the most important parts of the glutes would be the upper part of the glutes. So I'll just turn around a bit. So just below where my belt is, the upper glutes, just where they really on that, the pelvis right there, yeah? The brim of the pelvis is what I was trying to say. And
literally I'll just do this for about 2 or 3 minutes.
Yeah.
Go to the next one and that does so much.
Yeah.
And it's really easy because you can get a foam roller anywhere. You know, it doesn't cost much, you can do it at home. It's very easy.
Yeah, very easy.
The second one is probably why they invented this.
Yeah. I think so.
Yeah, I think so as well. For the ITB, so it's really hard to stretch it out. But here you can really roll it, you can really put some pressure on it, get that blood flowing through it. So one thing to remember before I get onto the ground, you want to make sure that you start from the hip and you go all the way to the knee.
Yeah. Go, I'll talk while you go. The other thing with foam rolling is you should be a little bit, it doesn't have to be painful, but you should actually feel like you're doing something. If not, you're probably in the wrong spot and you're not really quite getting the parts you need to be working on. So if you don't feel much, it doesn't hurt, you probably should look at other parts of your body more.
So if this is really painful, you can take a bit of the weight by putting one leg.
Yeah. You
know, that can be done. If this is too easy and you don't feel it when you kind of have most of your weight on the foam roller, then you need something a bit harder, something that will do a bit more to your tight ITB.
If you've watched our knee pain episode, you might recall me saying that the point between the ITB and the quadriceps, so in between the intersection of those two, is really important. So whilst doing the ITB, you could roll forward a little bit and get that point in between the two muscles or the two areas.
So the way I do it myself personally is first I'll go on my ITB, so 100% kind of straight. I'll really get the ITB. Then as Joe was saying, I'll just lean a little bit forward. So now I'll do exactly the same thing from my hip, you know, going really close to my knee. And then the third variation of this is actually I'm going to lean back a little bit. So I'm going to get the back of the ITB. Well, that's what I think it is. Obviously, Joe might have a different name for it, but that's what I think it is. It's the back of the ITB, which is the most painful for me. I can really feel that right now.
The other thing, just to mention whilst you're there, is that if you do find a part that's a bit more sore than others, you can just sit on that part and roll backwards or forwards, hold the pressure on it. You don't have to run up and down just like that.
Yeah, that's right. That's something that a lot of you need to remember. If you're doing it and you find a spot that really hurts, don't just kind of go, whoa, this hurts, let me do a spot that feels nice. This is a spot that you want to stay on for a couple of minutes and work it.
Yeah, 100%.
The last one we're going to show you is the calves. Really easy, you know, very effective. The way again, this is the way I do it. You might have your own way. Give this a try. You might do a little bit more.
Okay.
So I'm going to put extra weight on it. And I'm even going to bend, I'm going to kind of bring the toes a bit closer to my face. So I'm actually going to get a bit of a stretch through the calf. And then again, I'm going to go straight on. Sorry. I'm going to go straight on. Then I'm going to turn a little bit on the inside. And then I'm going to turn to the other side. So I'm really getting all the different aspects of my lower calf. So I'll start this as the calf as a two-section one. So here I'm working on that kind of Achilles calf area. The one that, you know, for road runners gets really, really tight.
Really important for Achilles pain, you said it. This one is so important for people that have tendonitis or tendinopathy of that Achilles.
And make sure that you roll. So you see how I'm going a little bit on the outside, back on the front, then go again on that side. So once I get that done, obviously I go to the next leg, and then I'll bring it a little bit higher up. That way, that's really painful. I go on the side of the calf, and you know, that's where a lot of knee injuries kind of come. So that side of your calf right here is really, really tight for a lot of runners. Pulls on that knee, you know, that could really hurt your knee a little bit there. So releasing that area there is actually super, super important.
Yeah, I think the calf one is really, really important because I don't really find that the stretches that we do really get those deep trigger points in the calves. So I'm not sure why, but they don't. So this is a really good one for calves and for runners. Yeah. Especially.
Well, I think when you stretch, you really just get the center of the muscle.
Yeah.
Where here you can really play around and see what feels more and what's tighter for you.
You definitely want to do the inside of the calf though as well.
Yeah, definitely on the inside as well. So, you know, I'll go on the inside of the calf. And something to remember, if this is too much, if this is too much weight, again, put one leg down, get a little bit less weight, and roll onto that.
Yeah, I really like the idea that what you said earlier, that doing this, you know, whilst doing other things, like, you know, watching television is really great. It's not really much of a hassle if you're doing that, and it's so easy to relax and do it at the same time.
Yeah, I mean, this is a super easy massage to get, and it doesn't cost too much. You know, you don't have to go anywhere, you don't have to pay anybody any money, you can do it yourself. And it will help you with recovery, with flexibility, and it will save you a lot of money as well. You know, we kind of really believe that you should be servicing your car before it gets broken.
Yeah.
Before the car is stuck in the middle of the highway, broken, you need to bring, like, you know, a tow truck, get it fixed. That's going to cost you a lot of money. If you just get a service twice a year, most likely it's not going to break down in the middle of the freeway.
Yep.
So, you know, service your body.
Keep your oil clean.
Keep your oil clean. Yeah, make sure that, you know, you do the right things. You know, sometimes see a physio as well, just for a checkup, you know, just to make sure everything's going well. We got a lot more videos to keep you going strong, running happy, and the most important thing, injury free. We'll see you in the next video.
See you next time.